call 911 here, it takes an hour or hour and a half for the sheriff to get here. So how do we protect ourselves? We pack guns. I have a gun with me everywhere I go. We live in a no man's land. We live in an area controlled by the Sinaloa cartel. All the mountains back here, we've seen cartel scouts all around us. In fact, they may be watching us now. Our ranch is approximately 50,000 acres, 5.5 miles of our southern boundary is the international boundary, the border with Mexico, and it's a 4-strand barbed wire fence, not a wall.
The whole situation as it is, with a 25-mile gap between the two sections of wall, one in Nogales and one in Sassabee, means that the cartel has free access to the United States.
The cartel scouts on the mountains, the Border Patrol never sees them because the cartel scouts on the mountains can see the Border Patrol 10, 15 miles away. There's this horror story after horror story, and one of the most horrible is that a old-time coyote told a group of people, we think about 40, that he could just charge them a little money and he could get them into the country. They got near the international boundary, they looked up on a ridge, and there were guys horseback with guns, and it was cartel guys. They came down, raped the women over and over and over again for 7 to 10 days. They beat the heck out of the guys, and they took and cut the fingers and thumbs off of the old-time coyote. We need a wall, we need roads. I believe you should secure the international boundary and have a worker program and bring people into the country legally. But when jobs dried up during the financial recession, that all kind of stopped.
Here we are in Mexico. This is Nogales, Sonora. It's got, there's even figures, but there's about 450,000 people here versus 20,000 in Nogales. I came from Hermosillo, Sonora. I came here to Nogales when I was 14 years old. I went into Nogales High School. I feel safe here. We need trade. That's what we do. We're the first generation of university. My father's, my parents really made an emphasis of telling us to, go to college. They didn't have the opportunity. We did. Like I said, in 1988, I opened my business to buy American produce and ship it into Mexico, very successfully. I mean, we were one of the first ones. That's when NAFTA started. I mean, we have a fence already. It's at 22, 24 feet, and there's a few people that can jump it. I mean, they climb it, and it's just a matter of making a longer ladder than the fence. But that's not the main issue. And still, I don't see how his plan would work. I mean, if he's trying to deport 11 million people, are you going to be stopping me every day? Do I fit the profile and I will be stopped everywhere I go, at the restaurant or at the movies or anywhere I go? Are they going to my office and ask me for papers? I don't understand how that would work. I would say that we fit the profile and we'll be stopped every day. I mean, that is not good at all. But there's a lot of other issues in politics. I mean, we need to see about safety of the country. I mean, I agree with that 100%. But I do agree about, getting some criminals out of here and that would be all races, not just Mexicans.
We've had a decrease in illegal entries, but we had an increase in narcotic seizures. The fence is going to be challenged and breached in different ways. We see smuggling, especially here in Nogales. We see smuggling activity via tunnels. We see in some locations we see ultralights, we see trebuchets or drug launchers and used by compressed air. So we see an array of methods where individuals are trying to smuggle narcotics across. Illegal activities out in the West Desert, what we refer to in the western seam between the Yuma sector and the Tucson sector. And that's what we see an increase in our illegal activity, and we have focused our resources deploying foreign operating bases, which means we have a campsite where our agents stay out for 5 days at a time. It long ago ceased to be a mom and pop operation to where now is a transnational criminal organization that is overseeing illegal operations along the border. And because not only are they in charge of smuggling people, but they're also smuggling narcotics. They're also smuggling currency and weapons back into Mexico.